Hi everybody, Uncle Yo here. Today I'd like to talk to you about tabletop RPGs. Specifically, I'd like to talk to my game masters, storytellers, and dungeon masters. Now, taking on the role of running a tabletop RPG is a lot of pressure, I'm not gonna lie. First off, you're part project manager because of all the prep work. Second of all, you're also the floor manager because you are dealing with the floor show of all your players, trying to keep them actively engaged at all points during the story. Not to mention you're also, the entire world pressuring and challenging your players. But don't worry. Over the course of this video, I'm gonna share some shortcuts and quick tips I've picked up over the years to keep your game flowing and to minimize your prep work. I'll see you at the next table. A lot of the big name RPG systems that you're gonna find in your local shops, games like Dungeons & Dragons, World of Darkness, Pathfinder, Burning Wheel, they offer you a lot of supplementary material, which can be fun if you're into narrative fluff, which you can create on your own, the clever little writer that you are, some charts, which are good for headaches, and maybe the occasional optional rule, which you could probably already figure out on your own. Unless you have an extra $40 to burn on maybe 30 pages on why Nosferatu are different than any other vampire. And unless you've got a birthday or a trust fund coming up very soon, you might want to save your money and jump into the indie RPG circuit. Yes, quick to learn, quick to play games that usually only have like one or two main mechanics. Games like Doom Patrol, The Extraordinary Adventures of Baron Munchausen, My Life with Master, Inspectors, Panty Explosion. These are really quick to learn, quick to play games that are based off of a genre that you and your friends already know about, that focus on giving your players narrative control of the world. That's right, giving you, the players, the potential to change the narrative just a bit, because you can't spell community without mutiny. I'll meet you over at the next table. Sometimes players can back themselves in the corners they might not know how to fight their way out of. It happens all the time, especially for first-time players. The introvert will want to play the extrovert character, and that's totally fine. That is the core purpose of role-playing games. But sometimes you back that player into a corner, you suddenly put them in the spotlight, and they freeze up. They're not exactly sure what to do. What would my super totally awesome bard do if he had a strength check of 4 and 5.5 dots in performance? Why worry about that? Know when to stop micromanaging and turn the power back over to the player. Give them the option of either the pass or the fail in the form of mini games. Do a super quick 2-minute round of either set, spot it, a quick round of Connect 4. Hey, why not you versus them in a quick game of Smash Brothers Melee? One round to determine the 2 things that you need to. Even bring in a child's game, which is a very easy to win scenario. Either the player wins, and that's completion, yay! Or you get the negative effect in which the player gets a complication. He knew the risks. Know, as the DM, when to stop micromanaging, nitpicking, stop pinching your coppers, worrying about charts, worrying about leveling up equipment. Let the players worry about that outside when you guys aren't meeting. You don't meet often enough to worry about the complications. Use the mini games as a way to flash forward in time. Do the training montage this way. Does the wizard have 3 days to learn a new spell? Does the rogue have 6 giant golden vaults that he's gotta nitpick and lockpick his way through? Does the entire party have to scale barefoot up a 12-story building that's covered in donkey poo? I don't know, I don't care. Your whole purpose as the GM is to keep the action going. Know when to stop multitasking, take a break, break the monotony of the game, stop with the dice, math, dice, chart, math, dice, chart, thoughts of suicide. Break it up, keep it light, keep it fun. I'll meet you guys at the next table. let's talk about one-nighters. Those we've only got a chance to play, let's make some level 7s and just run through a pre-programmed module. Totally fun and fair, but if you don't already have supplementary material for you to run an adventure in one night, you're forced to come up with something on the spot. And why waste an afternoon, dungeon masters, game masters, developing elegant backstories to one-shot NPCs that your players aren't going to remember their names for? They don't remember half the time, I don't remember most of the time. So here's a shortcut for you. Existing source material. I don't care. Alice in Wonderland, The Wizard of Oz, Hamlet, another Shakespearean play, the novel all of you have recently read, a movie you've all just seen. Take those character names and put them over your NPCs. Easy, blanket term it out, and just know that in your head, the heroes are the bad guys and the villains are the good guys, just to trick them up. It'll be a little bit fun. Now, what about if you have no prep time whatsoever? Again, some of the indie RPGs flourish when they have zero prep time because they rely on the players to set the scene. But if you're still wanting to set up with White Wolf or D&D, here's a little trick that I've been using to bamboozle both of my last campaigns. Write out on a single page the last fantasy novel you read, and now take out all the adjectives, half the verbs, and maybe all of the non-proper nouns. And then ask randomly out of context for your players to give you suggestions. They're going to mad-lib their own one-nighter campaign. You're going to trick them into participating and having them have the ultimate opportunity to step in and shape the world. Have them set the tone, have them set the pace, have them set the mood for you. Your job as the game director, if you will, just like in a stage play, just like on a film set, gather everyone else's creative energies into something that everyone's going to enjoy. Remember, it's tabletop, so everybody around the table should be having a good time, even the GM. So everybody needs to contribute to the prep work, the execution, so that they can all reap from the fun. Thanks for watching, everybody, and happy gaming. How did you get that?